All right, we just got to the summit of Icebox Peak. Now let me show you how we got here. All right, so there's the Icebox Canyon Trail. It's about 40 feet up, scrambling from right here. You can see the rock with the flake in it, directing you towards this wall. And I personally think this is the hardest part right here. So I'm gonna turn around. You're at the step up onto here, and then shimmy your way up there. There's a nice foothold there, and there's a couple nice handholds there. But it's just you're kind of leaning forward, and I mean, it's not a good thing to fall forward right there. So I personally thought that was the hardest part of this whole scramble. But seriously, once you get up through that whole chimney and through those two hand lines, it's really smooth sailing. So if you have any questions, just let me know. We just did the first little section here, got to this nice ledge, and then the next part and the last of the hard part is about 150 feet up that chimney or slot or crack or whatever. So this is definitely some sketchy class 4 at best, and it's probably about 100-foot drop below me. So all right, coming up the crack here, and there's the first hand line. It's pretty vertical, but you can get your back on that wall and use your feet to shimmy up. Wouldn't be a bad idea to bring a rope to wrap down. Yeah, this is pretty hairy. All right, here's the top of the second hand line. You can see you're just kind of following that rib down, and you can kind of sit on your ass and boot scoot down, and it's really not too bad crawling up. You can kind of tuck yourself into that chimney. All right, so we just came from over there, or I just came from over there and worked my way up here, following ducks. Pretty much leads you to here out of that crack. It's opened up a lot too, as you can see. It is not very technical anymore, which is a good thing, because that was intense. That was probably about at the limit of what I can handle. So I'm just gonna start working my way up this gully here and see where that takes me and see if I can find some more ducks. All right, so I've just been coming up here, and then ducks actually led me back out that way towards the parking lot. So be careful that you're not going out towards the parking lot. You shouldn't really be going too far east until you get up, until you're using it, or until you're going east to get onto these shelves here. You could see that, I don't know if you can see the duck over there, but there are still ducks that'll lead you up here, but there's another errant set of ducks that lead to I don't know where. There's another hand line up here, so I thought I'd make this as a checkpoint. This is pretty easy to avoid, though. This is easier than it looks. But yeah, stay on these facing southwest. Stay along here, and then you can make your way right up here. And then my guess is keep going here and then angle east. So we should be close to the top. I think it's about 500-600 feet left. All right, we got a system of dry falls here, so make sure that you are paying attention for that after you get out of the, or after you pass the fixed line, and we'll see where this takes us. All right, so I've gained pretty much the ridge. You can see the duck here. There's a nice viewpoint there facing east. And if you're going to be coming up east, on your right hand side there will be a crack with a cairn and a log in it, and that's going to be the final really push here, I think, to get to that summit right there. This is probably like class 3. Other than that, it's just been kind of coming up class 2 since those chimneys. Nothing really too difficult. Even that hand line section wasn't bad, but I'm going to scramble up here and see what that leads us to get up there, and hopefully get to the summit very shortly. Right, so you got the last little spicy part here before the summit. It's hard to even kind of show on here. Got a little bit of exposure here, and then you got this nice crack, but you could see the flakes on there and all the super good holds on this. You could either put your back on here and feet on there, or just walk your feet up on here. It's really not that bad. It may look kind of exposed, but it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not really that bad. So But if you've gotten at least to that part, you are in good shape. All right, summit of Icebox Peak. You can see White Rock Spring. Jesus, I forget what's over there. You can see the giant Bridge Mountain, Bridge Point. That might be Holiday somewhere over here. But yeah, a lot of good stuff around here. Register's right there. I'm gonna go ahead and come back down the way I just came. I'm on my way down, and I just want to give a little direction here. So you're going to be coming out of the canyon somewhere over there. Don't come up here and then head east, because you can see here is a good view. It's all cliffed here. You're not going to be able to get up any of that, and it doesn't lead anywhere around. So you're going to want to continue to head west, basically towards the wall here on the dry falls, and really go all the way west to the wall, and then you're going to be able to have the exit up here, and come up there and then get to the hand line, which is right up there somewhere. So definitely follow the ducks, but have a GPX on hand, because that's definitely handy, because right down there is where I got turned around and followed a set of errant ducks to nowhere. So all right, so we're done just walking out of the canyon now and just recapping. Icebox Peak is pretty technical. Definitely one of the more technical peaks out here. Bring a rope and rappel gear if you're not comfortable down climbing class 4. The class 4 is really all within the first like 200 feet in that little chute. Once you get out of the chute, it really opens up, and you just got to cut west to that big dry fall, cut west to the dry falls, and then head up the dry falls, and then cut east. So it's really not that bad once you get out of the chute, but the chute is pretty committing. I actually turned around when I came out here last week because I was not comfortable doing the first part of the traverse, or first part of the scramble, in the sandals that I had, because I was clamming up just because I was nervous. So my feet were all sweaty and sliding around the sandals. So that don't happen too often. So we'll only thing I have to complain about was someone took the register that was there from '02, which would have probably been the oldest register I've seen in Red Rock. So now it's as of like November of 2022, and there's only like 4 entries. So I like being able to read the old entries and see who's been up here. So that was kind of disappointing, but other than that, everything else about the scramble was really good. Really solid scramble, really all the way throughout. So if you have any questions, just let me know.